everyone strives to be it. Everyone has different opinions of what it is or what it means. So what exactly am I talking about? Being perfect. Is it real, or is it just something that we believe in? Is perfect being skinny, or being popular, or just being able to live? To me, perfect is just words. Words that make us stressed out and make us think that we're not good enough for anything. So what I hope to do through this presentation is wipe away perfect and bring back inspiration into everyone's lives. So many people think of themselves as flawless. They pick out all their flaws and look at them and say, you know, I'm not even good enough for anything, instead of looking at the bright side of things. So now the most inspiring thing I've ever seen was by a man by the name of Nick Vujicic. He was born a man with no limbs and turned himself into a man with no limits. Nick travels around the world inspiring children of all ages, and he does a great job of it. So not only has Nick inspired me, but there are some famous people out there who have failed and succeeded throughout their careers after being told they weren't good enough. Michael Jordan was cut from the high school basketball team. He went home, locked himself in his room, and cried. Lucille Ball was told she was wasting her time in drama because she was too shy to put her foot forward. Thomas Edison was told he was too stupid to learn anything. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper job because he lacked creativity and had no good ideas. And the Beatles were turned down by a record company because they didn't like their sound. So what all these people have in common? They have all tried to do something, have been told they couldn't do it, failed, succeeded, and showed that failing is okay, and that failing leads to success. So now that life is a risk that you have to take. If you've never failed, you've never lived. So what does this bring us back to? Nobody is perfect, and nobody is ever going to be perfect. In fact, if you really want a good definition of being perfect, perfect is being yourself. Perfect is failing. Perfect is succeeding. Perfect is all of you. There are so many discouraging words out there, and as people are stressed out, they tend to put it onto the next person, and that line continues on until the whole world is unhappy. If you've ever been called fat, ugly, stupid, worthless, then you're a part of the chain, and you're not alone. Now, if you've ever called someone any of these words, then you're following the chain instead of stopping it, which is something we realize we don't do. We don't realize we do until it's too late. So why don't we change these words into words of encouragement, like successful, amazing, awesome, beautiful? Sad to say that some people can't even recognize these words because they've never heard them in their life. Now, I like to think of the coffee cup story. Some students went to visit their old university teacher. He brought out some coffee and brought out cups of different materials: styrofoam, plastic, coffee mugs, some expensive looking, some cheap looking. The students all picked the most expensive looking ones. Why? Because they were the best looking out of all of them. Life is the coffee, society is the cups. Society is just a tool that holds life. So we must make the best of our lives ourselves. So when you think of who is the most happiest in life, the answer tends to be children. So why is this? Children have imaginations, they express happiness, and they live life to the fullest. They don't stress about their problems. When they fall off the monkey bars, they cry and get right back on them. When they kick a ball and miss the net, they just try again. I understand that life is hard, but we can choose to make it more difficult, or we can choose to make it easier. Most of us choose the harder path because we can't be bothered to change. So we are the authors of our lives. We write in pen, so we can't erase our mistakes, but we can make a rough draft of the future and learn from our mistakes. So whatever happened to the childhood we grew up in, it changed as soon as we hit the age of 12. Suddenly, we have to follow what others do to fit in. We get bullied for being different, and we have fights with families and friends all the time. The bullying rates increase every year. You could be bullied for not having the perfect body, or because guys don't have the right muscle size, or just because of your color or your religion. So why don't we stop all of this, flush perfect down the drain, and just be ourselves? It's really simple, but we just gotta try. So when that one person tells you that you're not good enough, you keep trying. When you think everything about you is horrible, you look again. When you've tried and you failed, get back up. And if you still can't get yourself back up, let me tell you, perfect isn't around the corner. It's just a word that stresses us out and makes us think we're not good enough for anything. So let me leave you with this. Is perfect really worth it?